How you doing?
YouTube set up, and then I'm gonna send invites to those screens again to make sure they,
Go outside and talk about everything.
although I guess if I go to, let's see if they were on there and accepted. All right, that's on. YouTube is on. Aisha, you're on. Motions. 3-8 accepted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for May 5th.
Extra pen after that use.
No.
We draw some right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I wonder how long ago we did this. Let's see. Tuesday, March 2nd. No. So it's hearing. No. Here it is, Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Okay, so it should come on at 9. I probably should have started it to come on before 9.
I see it on there.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's 3 minutes till 9. I'm going to wait till about 5 minutes after 9 before we get started. Yeah, I see her.
Is there a certain password I have to use for the?
If you don't log into that.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna join. It's been invited already.
Okay.
And at 9 o'clock, it should
Okay.
pop up and I'll invite, it'll just
Okay,
come
cool.
on.
I'll wait.
I should have done it ahead of time. That was my mistake. This is Miss Robinson, is that right? Oh, it's the last case. Okay, got it. It's confused.
You're the button. Sure.
Well, it's 9 o'clock and I don't see them. I know. Let me just invite them and I'm going to invite them right now. And it's SCO. Yeah. 3D defendant. Gallery. Podium. Prosecutor. CO. Wait. Um. Not coming up. She is. And actually, maybe I've done this wrong. Maybe it has to be invited from,
Judge,
yes.
I'm going to manually invite them.
Okay, yeah, and so I don't know why we did it. I guess we didn't do it properly.
They should have been.
Because I started him at 9 o'clock. Should I have started it earlier than 9?
What time? The court actually starts at 9, right? It should
Right.
have been earlier,
And why is that?
just to make sure that they come up and don't have any issues.
But if it's 9 o'clock, that's not really, 9 o'clock's okay. It's just if you do it earlier and it's not hooked up, then you know ahead of time, right? So I don't know why these didn't come up.
And because they take a little time to actually process, but I
Oh,
don't.
it does.
Right, but I don't see them here. I see a 9:30 here for them.
So I just looked at the invite. I'm going to send this to you, the email. Does it say 9, Aisha?
It says from 9 to 10:30.
Yeah, 9 to 10:30. Can you send that to?
Now I have that. I have that one, but I don't see the link on that one. The Zoom link is not on it.
Okay.
It's not.
No.
And it's the 9:30 one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you can invite them, that would be tremendous. And we're just going to have to.
Yeah, the phone.
All right.
So you'll see them come up one by one.
Thank you.
As I join.
All right.
Okay.
Still learning. All right. I know it's 3 minutes after 9. I am going to wait till I can get these. Here they come. We've got to get the courtroom links up and then we'll get started. Here, come. Boy, they really are slow.
Yeah, because I have to do them individually.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. All right, so I do have the prosecutor and defendant now logged on, so you should be able to, gentlemen, see those. The monitor should be, you should have your Zoom screen up there. Is that correct?
Asking for my password.
It's doing what? Asking for your password?
Yes, that's correct.
No, but you're on, so I don't think.
Like someone needs to log into the computer.
Shaniqua,
I'll come over. 'cause
I'm
not-
sorry. He's saying it's, but do you see the Zoom screen?
No, it's still like the login screen.
Okay, I'll head over.
Thank you.
All right.
And I'm still confused why we have that echo.
Should I try to turn this mic off?
No, that's the one that microphone's supposed to be working. Actually, that's, you know what, I've turned off your, the computers also have a microphone and that should be turned off. And I think that's what I just did. But you should, this is a microphone. Could you speak into that microphone, please, Ian?
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Yes, that's the microphone used. So I've turned off the microphones for the laptop, the desktops.
Okay.
That's why we had and I know it's hard with you got a mask on and,
You should be better now. The prosecutor was unmuted. It was not muted.
right, I did that now. Thank you. Yes.
I have one more and then I'm on the way.
Okay. And is that a password that you can give to me so that when this happens again, I don't have to call you?
Well, it shouldn't have happened at all because they come on, they sign in automatically. So sure, I'll give it to you.
All right. I mean, if you want to text it, chat it to us, you wouldn't have to come over.
Well, it's okay because I need to see if somebody else logged on to it.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not logged on with the right user account, so.
All right.
And that's how it was when I got
Was
here.
this 2021? I guess by 2023, I'll have figured this out, right? Not funny, Ben.
Yeah, it looks like somebody else started.
Okay,
Someone
I'm on
tried-
my way.
Okay. All right, so that's the waiting room. So they should all be in now.
Start. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Um. All right, and I'd start with the first case. Unfortunately, that's Mr. Walker's case, and he's the one that isn't on the Zoom. I think that's Mr. Sessions' case. Have we heard from Miss Rockwell?
You know, that was reset because of my conflict.
Oh, that's right. The next case is also Mr. Walker's, and the last case is Mr. Walker's.
That is
So
correct. And position 4 is mine, but I believe that's just a mental health evaluation, so I'm not sure that's like an actual motion.
Right, I do just want to wait till we
Okay.
get your screen up. Gallery. So why have they turned that off? Name a co-host. Why isn't the witness? No, it's coming on at 9:30. That was, she just didn't invite it. That's the other one.
So it's podium for this one.
No, that's,
Yeah.
oh, is that podium?
It says podium.
Okay. So I would need to invite that, correct? All right, let me see if I can do that at least, because if we're going to have a witness here, potentially. Calendar.
I know, Officer back. Very good. Yeah,
I guess have a seat in there. Good morning, sir.
good morning.
Um, let's see if I can copy this invite and get that. Did invite go? Copy invitation. Let's see. .3D podium invite. Now it's coming on. Okay, well, I figured that out. Let me just say I'm mildly impressed. Okay. Oh, except the camera's turned around. And there should not be an echo. And I've turned off that microphone. Yep. I apologize, folks. We just have to wait for our IT person to come up here so that we can get the camera going for Mr. Walker. And the camera should be the other way around.
Good morning, how are you?
Before you leave, I'm having an echo from here and I've turned the microphone off for the desktop. Why is that? And that camera needs to be pointed the other way. So if you could also do that, that would be tremendous. And while you're starting that, so where is that coming from?
It's coming from this, but we can't use it right now.
Is it from the machine or from a separate microphone?
It's from the machine.
It is a machine, okay. Well, I'm gonna get started while you're working on that. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the delay. This is a criminal motions calendar for March 9th, 2021. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, well, 5 cases, 4 defendants on here. This is being streamed live on YouTube. We also have, most of you are here via Zoom, but we do have prosecutor here in the courthouse, Mr. Walker, as well as one of the cases asked to appear live. I am going to take that case last because I think these others are mainly going to be announcements. So let me start with the first case, which actually is 2 defendants, both represented by Mr. Sessions. This is Eugene Bolden, case number 18CR4983J, and case number 18CR004984J. The first charge is DUI, driving under the influence. The second charge is a battery family violence case. And so I guess let me find out first from the prosecutor if there's an announcement, Mr. Walker.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. So it's my understanding that on these 2 cases, position 1 and position 2, they were last on the calendar in January at a status conference. It's my understanding that the announcement was made that motions would be filed by counsel, and that's why both cases were set on this morning's calendar. I have reviewed Odyssey. I have not seen any motions filed by counsel.
Okay.
I don't know if I could do a breakout room with Attorney Sessions at the appropriate time to
right.
discuss how you would like to proceed. But
So let me find out, first of all, Mr. Sessions, are you able to hear Mr. Walker?
Yes, Your Honor, I can. Thank you.
Very good. Were there motions filed on these?
Your Honor, there were not. I have not been able to. Mr. Bolden is in the breakout room. He has some mental health issues and communication with him has been difficult. He's in Texas. I'd like to be able to speak to Mr. Walker if I can in the breakout whenever we have a moment.
All right, I'm going to send you both to breakout room 1. When you're finished speaking, come on back in here and I'll try and get to you as soon as I can.
Just thank you so much.
Thank you. So you're actually, so you're listed as, am I able to put that device into a breakout room? No, I'm not, am I?
if Attorney Sessions can send me his number via the chat, and if the court will allow, I'll be glad to step outside and just call him from my cell phone.
Yes, sir. I'll do it right now.
Out of practice.
All right, chat the number. Yeah, I guess because he's here in court. So I guess the only way we could do it is have a separate monitor in there.
We have the
play with it, but I guess this is not the time to play with it.
No. Clearly not. Were you able to get that camera turned around?
So I have to join it, I have to join this one so that I can control the camera, because once it's joined, it's a dummy machine, so you can't.
Can I do it or not?
No.
Okay,
So when I go back, then I'll control it.
okay.
Then
We're
I'll be
working
able to
on it.
switch. I'll be able to switch the camera.
Thank you.
And then one last question, when he sends the chat, will it pop up here? Or-
Did you get that phone number?
You need a number,
Yes,
678,
okay, 1 second.
that is there,
All right, 678,
314,
okay,
9443.
9443. All right, I'll step outside, it's okay.
Thank you. Well, case 3 has been reset. Well, before you go, hold on, because these last 2 are yours also. Tiffany Robinson, I think we had Attorney Linder on this call. Oh, Mr. Linder, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Had you gentlemen had a chance to, are there motions filed in this case, first of all?
As my understanding that it was a motion filed to have a competency evaluation conducted. I'm not sure the status of the evaluation.
Did I sign that one, Aisha? I believe okay.
You did,
So-
Your Honor.
That's not been completed yet, I would assume.
No, Your Honor, it's not.
All right, so we're going to reset this for about 2 months for status. Okay, if you know anything sooner, obviously, Mr. Linder, please let us know, okay?
I will, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And then the last case, I think is our motions. That's Sierra Dunn. Mr. Jones, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Your Honor?
Doing well. And I see we have an officer here, so that case is going to proceed with a motion. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, so let's go ahead, Mr. Walker, if you want to step outside and call Mr. Sessions and get that case discussed and then come back in. We're also waiting to get this monitor camera turned around and then we'll be able to start with the motions, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. We're learning.
Your Honor, I just wanted to make sure that my client and myself are excused for right now.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Absolutely. Yes,
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you. So, Mr. Jones, have you been, I know my husband actually went to court for the first time last week, had to tie a tie and everything. Are you seeing courts coming back?
I am. This is probably my 3rd or 4th appearance during the pandemic. It's just, one of those things, just getting used to it and hopefully it's over soon.
I think we're going to continue. There are a lot of positives about the Zoom in
Mhm.
terms of announcements for plea and arraignment.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you do any civil work, but for our default cases, they usually take 30 seconds. And so to have the witness not have to drive down here to swear out that the car value is $3,000 is a real plus. So we've enjoyed that part of it.
Absolutely. And with the procedural stuff, it's really not a big deal to do a lot of that via Zoom. Just if it's, something more substantive, you kind of.
No, I understand.
Yeah, like to be there in person.
And I was never a fan of civil status
Mhm.
conferences, but I would certainly do them via Zoom. I mean, partly because you are requiring people to come down here and spend the time to drive from wherever and park and so forth. So I'm enjoying certain parts of it. The technical glitches I could do without.
Yeah, absolutely.
But once we get this up and running, I think it's going to be good to have the option to have this hybrid of some people Zoom and some people here in the courtroom.
Yeah, it's much more efficient in a lot of instances.
but I've not had a motion. I can't even remember.
This is your first.
My
live
first-
in person?
In-person motion, criminal,
Wow.
because a lot of people didn't want to do them virtually. So I've maybe had one virtually. I've had a lot of virtual civil motions, but not criminal. And they do need to do a better job of getting us some protective. They're working on that.
Mhm.
All right. I see Mr. Walker's back and Mr. Sessions. Mr. Walker, do you have an announcement to make?
Yes, I did have the opportunity to speak with Attorney Sessions. It appears that his client has a mental health or some sort of diagnosis dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia. So I think it would be appropriate if the court would order an evaluation for competency to see if the defendant is either even competent to enter a plea or to stand trial.
Okay. So let me just find out from Mr. Sessions, because you might be you might have some information from family members, and maybe we wouldn't have to go down that road if you already know what his physical or mental deficiencies might be.
So, Judge, whenever I've tried to communicate with him, I took over the case from Miss Chong Kim because she's working in the state court now.
Yes.
And Mr. Bolden won't communicate with me because he doesn't really understand that I'm now his lawyer. So that's been the problem
Okay.
that I've had so far. And I don't have a good feel for what his diagnosis is or what his doctor's opinions are on his ability to understand what's going on.
Okay. So then I'll order an evaluation unless you have another suggestion.
I wish that I did, Judge.
Okay. So we'll order an evaluation, and I don't know if Mr. Walker, do you have a form you use, or if not, we'll talk. I'll take a look and see. I've done it. I periodically do that, and I may have something already. I don't think we need to recreate the wheel. If you've
Judge,
got one handy. Oh, yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt there, Judge. I've got an order from a prior case. I can just draft it up and y'all can
Great.
get however you need to.
Okay. Yeah. I was just saying, it's not something that needs to be, like I said, I may have one, but if you've got one, you've got one, go ahead and get it in, to send a copy to Mr. Walker and to Aisha, or get it filed, and then I'll get it signed.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, may I be excused for today?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Walker.
The podium will need to stay off the moment. I need to roll back the Zoom version on that PC to allow me to control it. Oh, that's a problem. Well, I guess I can do it from my laptop.
Judge, what are
Because-
you trying to do from your laptop? I'm talking about the machine that's right next to you.
Oh, you said, just at the moment. How long will that be?
I have to actually get in there and do something to it. You don't necessarily need that one on for your hearings because nobody's actually sitting up there.
No, but they're about to. In other words, the officer's here and we're planning on having him sit there, but I could put my laptop there if need be.
Okay, just don't turn the volume.
Right.
Don't join with audio on your laptop.
Okay. That's why I always keep one separate. Give me just a minute, because that's the last matter we have, correct?
That is correct, Your
Okay.
Honor. And it's just a question of logistics. I anticipate that we'll have body camera to play. So I'm not sure if we need assistance with turning the TV on or.
Just a minute. Copy invitation. Here it is.
Pretty good. Yeah, saw him.
All right.
Yes.
Alicia, do you think you could maybe set this up right there? So- I guess, you know, the problem is, internet. Oh, they disconnected that. Plug this in there. Yeah. And let's go ahead and see if that's still up.
Yes, it is. Mhm. Slide this one
All
up.
right. Okay, I think we're ready. Did I lose?
Yeah, I think my screen timed out.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Really?
Well, it says waiting for host to start meeting.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, is it 9:30?
It is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, I thought we said it till 10:30.
It says 9:30 to 12 on this one.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine.
So did it come off?
We lost both of them.
Yes, ours is off as well.
It's a new
Oh.
link.
I didn't touch anything. I
No, I'm not
promise.
saying you did.
So yeah, you can't, so yeah, there's a new meeting starting at 9:30. So now they're switched off from this current session, preparing for the 9:30.
Okay, so, so I need to close out this meeting.
So for the people that are on it, you can continue with the people that's on it that are still connected. But as far as the computers that are in the courtroom, they are ready and prepped for your next session.
So that's what I'm saying. All these people need to get on the next, do I need to invite them to the next session?
Yes, the ones that are not connected to the Zoom room, yes, if they don't already have access to that meeting. So the court reporters, Dustin, Tawana, all of those people, you would have to join them to, or invite them to your next session.
All right, so I'm going to close this and leave this meeting and send everyone a new link, okay?
Okay.